I don't know about that. And we do see some more units trickling in here. Yes, I remember seeing this. This is ridiculous. You cannot trickle in units like this. Not saying Nocturnal's a bad player at all. That's not what I'm saying. But when you engage, when your main ball, when the two balls touch, and your conflict is kind of sorted out, you can generally tell about halfway through whether you need to pull out or whether you need to continue pushing and trying to pursue the enemy. That was obvious that Nocturnal was not going to win that one there. He was out of mana for his Templar, and his units were stretched apart. Now, if he'd kept his units in a ball, it might have been a different story. Because you saw all of those units of Heavens were just bleeding. I mean, they were one bullet away from just being a pile of flesh. And we saw those trickling units, and that was 4 zealots in a pro that died for nothing. They didn't even kill a unit. That was 450 minerals just lost. Don't trickle units in. But you actually see a drop coming down here from Heaven. Heaven is looks like he's going to try to snipe this Templar Archive. Now, he's not actually going to be able to snipe this Templar Archive. And we do see some of the side storms coming down here as the pressure from Nocturnal comes in here. So we do see all of these Marines and Marauders really feeling the pain. All in the amber. Nocturnal really doesn't have that many units sitting here. Yeah, one... there's some lag. We have Stalker coming in here with 1 Zealot. And, of course, he is going to go see the afterlife. We just see another Templar coming down here, killing a lot of units right there. That was a great use of that storm. He only had 1 storm, but he killed 5 units right there. And of course, those units were already being abused. But this just shows you the power of those High Templar. And of course, Heaven's doing something good right here. I think he should have done from the beginning. He should have either committed to killing these Templar Archives, or he shouldn't have started attacking pylons to begin with. Because when you drop like that, instead of attacking something that you're not really sure you're going to be able to kill, like a Forge, Templar Archives, or a Nexus, you have to commit to what you're doing. He had enough Marauders, right? He could have stemmed and sniped that before Nocturnal was able to bring up his forces. But instead, he kind of pussyfooted around and wasn't really able to kill much of anything. He was able to kill a lot of Nocturnal's units, but he came in here to do production damage. He got 1 pylon out of the entire thing. So, attack the things that are weak. Attack the pylons, those wafer thin pylons. Oh god, I mean, they just, run in here, attack these probes, attack something that is going to give way relatively easily to where you're able to come in, stem, and then run away. Basically trying not to absorb any damage. Instead, Heaven sat there and took that damage, and it really wasn't worth it in my book. I mean, we do see Heaven is ahead when it comes to losses. Well, he's in the green for losses, as Nocturnal, being green, is in the red. He has lost. He's lost a good bit more units wise, but he's also maintained. I say he's maintaining a higher income longer, but why did he just cancel it? I'm not. Oh, he saw the Viking come over there, so he knew the expansion, so he cancels that. But we do see Heavens come out here, and he is going to try to reassert his dominance on the field. He does have tanks with siege. Of course, as you all know, tanks with siege are brutal. They're not as brutal as they used to be, but they are still brutal nonetheless, especially when you have a meat shield in front of them. It's pretty awesome. And they are pretty resilient to Psystorm, so it's going to be interesting to see if Nocturnal is able to use his Psystorms to kind of move away the meat shield and allow him to come in there and attack those tanks. Because you can, if you drop that Psystorm, either Heavens is going to sit there and eat it and lose a lot of Marines, or he's going to try to dodge it and leave his tanks open. Or he could attack it. It really depends on what we see. And we do see these tanks starting to deploy here, but woefully, what the heck, more lag, woefully unguarded. And we do see both of these tanks. These tanks will go down because they aren't unguarded. And we do see the Psystorm, nice stacking of the Psystorm, starting with the Psystorm on top of the units and then going ahead and casting one behind the units because he knows they're going to be retreating. Heaven's losing so many units right there, picking up his units and losing a medevac full of units right there. Another Marauder going down. Heavens just got massacred right there. And we do see the losses tab coming more to the even point right here. So Nocturnal is pushing forward Nocturnal just got done basically stomping that army, and this Viking choosing really not to take part of anything right now. He's not very Viking-ish right now, but whatever. Who cares about that? And Nocturnal actually kind of whiffing it on this one. He backs up when he obviously had a major advantage. He had Heavens on the run, but does not take advantage of that. And this is pretty common. I do it. You see everyone else do it in all these replays. They're not able to capitalize on crushing an enemy's force. What do? Oh, yeah, I just totally beat your army into the ground. Oh, yeah, I'm going to come in. Actually, no, I'm not actually going to come over there and destroy your base because you're defenseless. I'm going to retreat because I'm scared and my army is weak. Guys, if you just got done beating an army into the ground, he doesn't have an army left. Yeah, he does have, his production facilities, and he would be able to... There we go. He would be able to bring up some more units, but you've got to press... You have to press that advantage. I don't know what is up with that lag. I think my video cards are going out, so I'm going to have to switch that up here pretty soon, so hopefully that comes out. Not going to be that big of a difference. But these Colossus... Nocturnal is bringing out Colossus with Thermal Lance. Now, for all those Terrans who have fought the Protoss with it, and for all those Protoss who have fought the Terrans with it, we know that those Thermal Lances go through Marines and Marauders like a hot knife through butter. When you ask a Colossus, hey, what is your favorite thing to do? Oh, I love carving up Marines and Marauders. Why is that? Because they just, well, like I said before, they just carve right through them. Look at that, 15 damage with a range of 9. It's pretty much Protoss's closest thing to a tank. Yeah, it doesn't have the range of 13, but it has a sweeping arc. So if you get 2 or 3 of these Colossus coming in together, sweeping those arcs, if you have any sort of high concentration of units, it is just... okay, bye, thanks, see you later. They're just... This little bile bar here just get eaten up. And of course we do see this, this observer tagging along with this army ball. Heavens has had a mole in his presence the entire time, so Nocturnal has known exactly what's going on the entire time, which is always nice to know when you're about to be attacked, because with these warp gates, now that he has 6 of them, yes, Jimmy, you can count. Now that he has 6 of them, he can really reproduce an army really quickly. And we actually do see Heavens coming out here, and I don't know what... Did he just kill that observer? I think he just killed the observer, but we do see him moving up again, and he's going to place down these siege tanks, as you see deploying right here. Really good placement, especially if you put something down here to kind of soak up some damage if Nocturnal decided to come out. And we actually do see Nocturnal coming up here, and he's going to challenge this ramp. He doesn't have any sight, but he does throw down some storms to force the Marine ball off that ramp, and he's able to snipe these tanks because the Marines retreated, leaving those tanks completely naked in the wind. This Archon coming up here, killing 3 so far. And we do see these hot blades of butter killing awesomeness coming here and just slicing up these Marines. Boom, boom. Seeing another Psystorm coming here, seeing the real, just absolute murderous abilities of these Psystorms and the Colossus Thermal Lance. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Not so good against Smek, but against Bio, holy crap. And of course, with the Colossus's height, able to see over that and able to take down those Marines. And Heavens is in a really bad position right now with Nocturnal just really beating on this door. Heavens has nothing right now. He has 1 Viking, that lazy Viking, and a Ghost that just got totally owned. And we do see Heavens GG. And this really proves right here, Nocturnal was able to utilize... you generally only see Protoss go for either Colossus with Thermal Lance or High Templar with super awesome Pew Pew Psystorm. 14 kills. That's pretty awesome for any unit. That guy right there, MVP. That is a boss. Let's see what his buddy did. Yeah, 1. You suck. This guy, 14 kills. You paid yourself over so many times. So, Heavens, unfortunately, receiving a fistful of wrath from the Colossus and the High Templar. Nocturnal doing a great job of utilizing his race's abilities against the Marine Bio Ball, and Heavens just wasn't quick enough to react to it and bring out some mech or utilizing those ghosts. If you'd used the ghost with the EMP blasts, it would have been a different story because all of these shields were just completely taken out. But that pretty much wraps up this game. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game as much as I did. And as always, I'd love to hear some feedback from y'all. I would really like to hear what y'all think. And if you like what you see, of course, you can always subscribe and become a citizen of the nation. And as always, farewell, citizens. Till next time.